Has Carla finally found a way out? Coronation Street has revealed the aftermath of Monday's dramatic cliffhanger, which saw Carla briefly gain the upper hand over her captor, Becky. Becky has been keeping Carla prisoner for several days while everyone else believes she's away enjoying a holiday in Spain. With Carla hidden away, Becky has slipped into her life, moving in with her partner Lisa and her daughter Betsy, while carefully maintaining the illusion online that Carla is having a blissful Christmas getaway. After days locked inside a cupboard, Carla finally fought back on Monday, knocking Becky to the floor and smashing her head against the edge of a table. However, in Tuesday night's episode, Becky managed to recover just as Carla was about to unlock the flat door and escape. Becky quickly regained control, restraining Carla once more while complaining about the pain from her injury, claiming she had come over to give Carla her vital kidney medication. Becky then cruelly decided to withhold it. As Carla begged for mercy, insisting she didn't believe Becky was capable of murder, Becky chillingly explained that she no longer needed to kill her directly. Without the medication, Carla's own body would do the rest. After taunting her captive and cruelly telling her to simply walk out the door, Becky left. Later, she returned home to Lisa and Betsy, only to suddenly collapse, forcing them to call for an ambulance. At the hospital, Lisa began to question Becky's story, but Becky claimed she had been attacked by associates of Curtis. She insisted they were all now in danger and needed to leave for Spain immediately. Although Carla didn't manage to escape tonight, images from the upcoming Corrie crossover episode hint at a dramatic showdown with Carla teaming up with Kit in a bid to finally bring Becky down. But danger still lies ahead as Becky's actions are set to spark a catastrophic crash involving characters from both Coronation Street and Airedale. Dark mystery as Bound Woman is discovered in Corrie, and she's linked to a familiar face. A high-speed pursuit, a wedding celebration, a historic soap crossover, a catastrophic crash ending in tragedy, and lurking at the center of it all, a terrified woman tied up in the back of a van. Welcome to Corrie. The landmark hour-long episode sees the worlds of Airedale and Coronation Street collide in dramatic fashion as residents from both villages are drawn together on a remote road in the dead of night, a setting primed for devastation. Many of the year's biggest storylines funnel into this explosive moment. From Todd Grimshaw's harrowing experience of domestic abuse at the hands of his partner to Debbie Webster's ongoing struggle with dementia and the bitter battle between Carla Connor and Lisa Swain's unhinged former wife, Becky. Over in Airedale, Charity Dingle's shocking surrogate baby deception threatens to blow apart multiple lives while Aaron Dingle and Robert Sugden find themselves facing a terrifying enemy in a tense and dangerous showdown. Amid the wreckage and chaos following the crash, a mysterious van arrives on the scene. Inside is a woman, bound and terrified. But who is she? And is she someone viewers already know? The strongest theory points to Carla Connor. While a heartbroken Lisa believes her former partner has jetted off abroad to escape their painful history, Detective Kit Green isn't convinced. Carla's failure to respond to messages or even check into her hotel raises serious alarm bells, leading him to suspect Becky may be responsible for her sudden disappearance. After receiving information about where Becky's car was last spotted, Kit makes a disturbing discovery. Meanwhile, Becky is shown driving towards Hull with Lisa and her daughter Betsy, seemingly planning a new life overseas and showing little concern for anything left behind. Has Becky done something terrible to Carla? Is she the woman tied up in the van? And can Kit reach her in time? But there's another far more twisted possibility. Could the captive actually be Becky herself? Could this be an elaborate setup designed to frame Carla and portray Becky as the victim? It may sound far-fetched, but this is Becky Swain. This is a woman who once faked her own death, seriously injured a corrupt officer who helped her cover it up, and systematically wormed her way back into her former family's life to destroy Carla and Lisa's relationship. Is it really impossible to believe she had a contingency plan to paint Carla as unstable? Elsewhere, tensions are also boiling over at Debbie's wedding. Carl Webster appears close to imploding, weighed down by a mountain of secrets, many of them self-inflicted. From illicit affairs and betrayal to attempts at manipulating his vulnerable sister for financial gain and his role in a hit and run that left Tyrone Dobbs severely injured, Carl has plenty to hide. Despite everything, Carl and his brother Kevin have agreed to set aside their differences long enough to see Debbie walk down the aisle. But spoilers reveal Carl driving drunk and fleeing at speed, suggesting the big day is anything but smooth. Is one of his dark secrets about to be exposed? Has Debbie uncovered his plot to steal her money? And could desperation drive Carl to unthinkable lengths? Even leaving Debbie tied up in the back of a van? Carl may find an unexpected parallel in Charity Dingle, who is also sitting on a devastating secret. The baby she claimed to be carrying as a surrogate for Sarah Sugden and Jacob Gallagher isn't theirs at all, but the result of a one-night stand with Ross Barton. The fallout is bound to be explosive, with both the hopeful parents and Charity's husband facing betrayal. Could this revelation push someone to extreme action? Might Charity herself be targeted? Or could Kane Dingle, who is driving Sarah and Jacob to the airport, uncover the truth and decide punishment is deserved? Of course, the woman in the van might not be connected to any of these storylines. She could be a guest from Debbie's wedding, someone linked to the residents of the street, or even a previously unknown character waiting to shake everything up. Names like Shona Platt, Asha Allahan, or Cassie Playmumber have already been speculated about, and there's always the chance of another long-lost Dingle emerging from the shadows. Whoever the mystery woman turns out to be, one thing is certain. Her presence is about to unleash chaos, heartbreak, and drama on both villages like never before. Coronation Street fans work out Billy Mayhew's exit storyline, and he doesn't die. Coronation Street viewers believe they've uncovered how Billy Mayhew will leave Weatherfield following confirmation that the actor behind the character is set to exit the ITV soap. Fans are also convinced that Theo Silverton is heading towards a deadly downfall after spotting what they believe is a major clue. Ever since Todd Grimshaw began a relationship with Theo earlier this year, viewers have watched Todd slowly lose his confidence and sense of self. Over the past few months, Theo has gradually worn Todd down, using a disturbing mix of intimidation, manipulation, and control. Although Todd has become visibly anxious and withdrawn, he has kept the abuse he's suffering to himself, telling no one about what's really happening behind closed doors. However, during Tuesday's episode on December 30th, it appeared that one Weatherfield resident had started to notice a worrying change in Todd's behavior as his once lively personality continued to fade. Recent scenes showed Theo uncovering a list of Todd's past crushes, including a well-known actor and local businessman, Nick Tilsley. Furious that Todd had spoken to someone he once fancied, Theo dragged him away from the party to collect a birthday cake for George Shuttleworth. Another viewer added, "Billy knows something's wrong with Todd. I reckon he ends up killing Theo." Coronation Street airs on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 p.m. on ITV1, with episodes also available to stream on ITVX.